Hello friends, so today we will see elastic IPs. Okay, so let's start now. So whenever you start and then stop the EC2 instance, you will observe that its public IP, that public IP before ID changes. Okay, it just changes and it gives you different values whenever you start and stop the EC2 instance. And if you need to have a fixed public IP instance, address, then you require an elastic IP. Elastic IP is a service from AWS which just fix your IP address to the server whenever you are working at an instance. Next is an elastic IP is a public IPv4 you own until you don't delete it. Okay, until you don't disassociate or until you don't delete it, that IPv4 address will be sticked to your elastic that to your instance. Okay, you can fix it to one instance at a time and you can remap it across instances. You won't have to pay for elastic IP service if it is attached to a server. Suppose you are working and if it attached to a server, then you don't have to pay for that. But if you aren't attached to a server, then you will have to pay for that elastic IP to AWS. And this is a picture showing that how you can use elastic IP and how elastic IP is used. Because see, suppose you are a user and elastic IP just give you a fixed user IPv4 address, and using that IPv4 address you can connect to your instance again and again, and that will be logged like public subnet. Here it is, that will be logged actually, and that will be your own IPv4 address until you don't delete it. Next is how this can help. So with an elastic IP address, we can handle the failure of an instance or software by rapidly remapping the address to other instance in same account. Suppose you have two instances and you are working on an instance, and somehow it just fails. Okay, so that failure of an instance can cause trouble to you. So to handle that, this elastic IP address helps us a lot. Why? Because suppose your first instance is failed here, and now what you want? You want that work to be switched on another instance. So your fixed public IP, this elastic IP, will help you. This will be remapped to another instance, which is instance 2 or instance 3, whatever name you have given to your instance. So it will be remapped to that instance, and that then you can continue your work there actually. So now you can only have 5 elastic IP in your account. Okay, but if you want to increase it, you can ask AWS for that. How you can avoid using elastic IP? So you can think of other alternatives that are available to you. You could use a random public IP and register a DNS name to it. That will charge a lot. Or you can use a load balancer with a static host. So this is all. Let's go to hands-on now. Next hands-on is, suppose this is your instance. You have made this instance. Okay, this is stop. Let's run it now. As I told you that whenever you will start and stop your instance, your public IPv4 address will be changed. Okay, so to fix that we use elastic IP. So this is our public IPv4 address. Let it be started. Okay, so this is my public IPv4 address, which is 54.253.137.94. okay, just remember it. I'll just stop my instance and then again restart it, and you will see that this public IPv4 address changes. Let's stop and restart it. This public IPv4 address is gone now. Now let me start it, run it again, and you will see that my address, public IPv4 address, will be changed now. And look, my IPv4 address is now 3.26.49.20 now. It is changed now. So how I can fix this public IPv4 address? I can use this elastic IP, which is there in the left side in network and security. The second one is elastic IPs. And now you can allocate one elastic IP address to yourself. Just allocate this. You don't have to change anything. So this is my allocated IPv4 address. Suppose I am just looking this 13.210.97.65. This is my allocated IPv4 address. If I name it here, let me name it like ELIP, elastic IP. Okay, I am just saving it with this name. Now what I'll do, I'll just associate this elastic IP address which is present here in action, or you can see here. So in action, associate elastic IP address, I'll just click it and I'll associate this elastic IP address to my instance. So I have associated this IP address with my instance which was running, and its IP address was something like 3.2. Which was in past. Okay, now it is changed, you can see it is changed now, and this public IPv4 address is now ELIP, that I have enabled, that I have created my elastic IP. Now this is that public IPv4 address. What I have to do, I just have to connect and check whether it connects me to the EC2 instance or not. So let's click on this connect button and then just let us connect it now. And so I am successfully connected with my EC2 instance. I'll just write one command to check whether it is working or not. So yeah, it is working fine. Now I have to stop and start the instance and check whether this IPv4 address is being changed or not. So if I'll stop, you will see that like private IPv4 address, it will also be fixed right now. Just see, I'm just stopping it. And yep, see, this public IPv4 address is here only and my instance state is stopped. In the previous case, when I had not created elastic IP and when I just stopped this instance in the past, what I just counted, and that was public IPv4 address was not there, it was just dash dash, and here I can see this public IPv4 address which is ELIP, which I have created in elastic IP address. Now I'll just connect or start my instance, which is instance state. I'll just start it, and now it is being started, and you will see that my public IPv4 address will not be changed, it will be the same. Though we have stopped and started our instance, but still we can see that our public IPv4 address has not been changed yet. So this was the hands-on. Now to prevent the extra charges, you can just disassociate your elastic IP and then release that IP to just prevent that extra charges that will be given to you by AWS. So just disassociate with this elastic IP address now, because if you are not connected with the server, then AWS will charge you for elastic IP address service. So I have just released, and now you can see my instance will have a default IP address that is given by AWS. Look, this is the IP address. So that's it. Let's meet in the next lecture. Thank you.